This is my original mirror to this car. You know, manual folding, you have to pull it in yourself, and of course it's got sun damage. So I decided to change this to something else. These are the JDM Altezza mirrors / UK mirrors. I'm going to give some tips and tricks on how to install them, and just answering generalized questions that have popped up while researching. First off is angle of attack, aka the angle of your mirrors in relation to the car and the side that you're driving. If you utilize the JDM ones, angle will be wrong and you won't be able to adjust these properly. So what you want to do is you want to get another set of USDM mirrors and take the mounting brackets from these. This is a 2001 set of mounting brackets. And mount the mirror housings to these brackets. That means the angle underneath is proper for our roads. So you have once again, the correct amount of visual feedback. So now let's go in the car. You can see here, the mirror control is exactly the same, except for one addition, the addition of the power folding option. So now if we pry up a little bit on this, pull out, here we go. You can see how it goes. A friend of mine did the wiring on this. I did not. I'm not very good at wiring. Also, we followed a DIY thread on my IS, which I will be providing the link at the bottom in the description. This plug is so different. This is the factory plug right here. We took another one of these, and then not this one, the US spec one, and we hacked up the circuit board to get the plug in the back, and then we soldered the wires directly to that, making it a plug-and-play system. All the wires line up except 3. 2 of them are the trigger wires for the power folding. Another one is a blue wire, which just ends up lining up with another blue wire. So technically it matches, but technically it doesn't because they're not exactly the same. But what does matter is the 2 green wires that are the trigger wires for this. So then we wire the trigger wires into the trigger wires up here. All the wires that connect this to the factory setup in the US spec cars are identical in 2002 to 2005 cars. All the wire colors are the same except for 2. Once again, that's for the power fold function. So even if you don't want to get your power fold function working right this minute, you can wire it up so the mirror adjustment works. It's like Toyota actually took a lot of care here. So now if we go and put this back in here, it's a lot of extra wire, so you have to take extra care, but it does it's extra wire, so you gotta be extremely careful on it. There we go. Okay, so the next step is to go from this switch. So you go from this switch down here up to here. So you got those 2 wires. Now you got to go from here and here all the way over there. Well, what they say online and what we came up with are 2 completely different things. What we did was we took this up, pulled this back. Here's the connector that goes to that door, to this door right here. This is the actual connectors. You find the 2 wires that are for the auto dimming. Apparently in 2002 and 2003 the driver's side factory mirror is auto dimming. I never noticed. I don't even know if it worked, to be honest. So we took those 2 wires, we found it in this connector, and then we wired this, the trigger wires for the power folding mirror, the motor wires for the power folding mirror, 2 within the door for the auto dimming. Then we found the connection down here for the auto dimming, and then connected the 2 wires from here. So we basically bypassed everything. We don't have to run wires through this. We just have it on the circuit for the auto dimming. And then we did it over here on the opposite door. And that's exactly what they suggested to do for the opposite door on the thread. So it made us wonder, well, if we're setting up for using the auto dim wiring in that door, why can't we use it in this door? And that's exactly what we did. So we just had to run 2 wires from this kick panel to the opposite kick panel on the other side. Yeah. I don't know if this will actually pick up, but if you can see in the factory USDM mirror, the mirror magnifies, which of course it says on the opposite mirror, objects in mirror closer than they appear. Well, the UK mirrors do not do that. They do not magnify. So the distance from cars is the true distance you are from the car. Okay, now we're going to turn them on. Let's see, when I hit that, see, they work. Left, right, up, down, that all works. Now here's the interesting bit. Okay, now if you can see in this mirror, this part right here, look my hand. It's bowing weird. There's a little line. This section over here, that's blind spot removal. So you don't have to look back anymore. This is UK only. It's also like that on that mirror as well. So now you have your mirrors installed, you want to test them out. You press the button. You'll notice that the passenger side mirror folds in further than the driver's side mirror. This is completely normal. It's because of the angle, the new angle for the brackets that hold the mirror body to the car. It's different angle, so these are normally designed for right-hand drive cars, and don't worry about it. It's completely normal. Also, you'll notice that the speed of opening is different between the two. That is also normal. So there's nothing really to worry about there. But that's that. So I got my power folding mirrors and I'm happy. I actually use this stuff, you know, for when I'm parking somewhere. I can pull the mirrors in. Of course, I love using it for the ATM, being able to get closer. I also like that the mirror is a little bit smaller, and with how much more visibility you get with these mirrors, so much better. You gotta get a set. There's also one little tidbit that I want to talk about just real quick. That's an air purifier, but we'll get into that later in a separate video. This was all about the mirrors, and that's all I want to talk about. So we're gonna close them up. Hit the button, and that's it. There'll be more videos from the IS, and in case anybody was wondering, I'm doing fine. I'm recovering very well, and more videos will be coming soon. This is A for Houchy signing off.